Hey there, this is Logan Ledger, and we're live at WNXP. Where are we going? Where have we been? Seems like a million years since yesterday. There's no way of knowing where to begin when all the thoughts we have just fade away. And it's so hard to relate, but you know I have to wait till I reach that golden state, till I reach the golden state, till I reach. Been across the desert and the mountains so high. Seems like the road I'm on don't ever end. And it's hard knowing whether to laugh or to cry. There's always something else around the bend. Oh, it's so hard to relate, but you know I have to wait till I reach that golden state, till I reach the golden state, till I reach that golden state out. In the sun, way back in the land where I come from. Oh, but every mile feels longer than the last. It's like slowly getting dragged back by the past, by the past. So hard to relate, but you know I have to wait till I reach that golden state, till I reach, till I reach, yeah. Till I reach that golden state. Thank you. This one's called Where Will I Go? I think about leaving, at least not hanging on a quiet exit, walking, not running from some early morning, or maybe late at night, whatever feels right. They say you know, and you know, think I know. Where will I go? Where will I go? Time ain't my friend, it just won't slow. But where will I go? Where will I go? I think about good times, at least the easy ones. I think of that city by the bay, where I come from. I guess I could return a lesson I ain't learned. She might take me back. They say you know when you know, I think I know. But where will I go? Where will I go? Oh, time ain't my friend, it just won't slow. But where will I go? Where will I go? Where will I go? Sometimes I think I'm running out of steam. I'm talking backwards, I'm thinking sideways. No good ideas, not yet. I guess I'll get there. I guess I'm moving on. Maybe I'll wind up where I belong. They say you know when you know, I think I know. But where will I go? Where will I go? Oh, time ain't my friend, it just won't slow. But where will I go? Where will I go? Where will I go? Where will I go?
Welcome to WNXP Sonic Cathedral, everybody. I'm Jason Moon Wilkins. I am here with Logan Ledger, who hopefully you've just heard play. And unless you just are an interview fan, you just zip right past the songs. Don't do that. Rewind, watch.
Strange kind of watcher, viewer.
Yeah. Wonderful new record, Golden State.
Thank you, Jason.
It was one of those that every single sort of layer and song that I came to, I'm like, I want to play this song for someone else, all in the like texting random people, like, you need to listen to this song now. So I apologize for probably, bombarding people, but not really, because it's a great record.
Yeah, well, thank you for doing that, spreading the gospel.
Well, one person at a time, we do what we can. So this record, Golden State, obviously you're writing about California, but a lot of metaphors and all that in there. And there's a few different songs that you have described, like Midnight in L.A., as the end of the mythology of the Golden State. And I wonder if you might unpack that statement for me.
Well, I didn't really write it in that way, but my dad listened to it one time, and he was like, "Yeah, this kind of reads as a metaphor for like California," and But I kind of meant it originally as just about my own personal life and feeling like an old phase of it was ending and a new phase was beginning, and the recording of this record being kind of like the separation point or whatever, and the idea of writing a song that's written as if it were being composed on the spot at the moment it's being sung was the idea. But I mean, there's so many interpretations of that song, and one of them, which I think is I've taken to, is that it sort of represents like maybe the end of a certain type of Californian dream or something,
Yeah. Is that something that you felt at all? Like, obviously from there, but now living in Nashville, seeing it from a distance?
Yeah, not really for me personally, honestly. No, I mean, certain things, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like the Bay Area where I grew up is a lot different now. It's kind of a pretty desolate place to live as an artist and a musician. It's pretty expensive, and most people that I know that are artists, musicians that lived in the Bay either live in Los Angeles, they live in California still, or they have been places like here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it kind of is relevant to me in that sense for sure. But I still feel like there's a magic there.
Yeah. That's still gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well, you moved here, like, how long back when you moved
I've lived here for like 10 years.
10 years. So, and it says in your bio, I'm confirming this now, cover bands, bartender, and things like that early on. Now, obviously, it's 10 years, and it's before every single bachelorette came to Nashville.
Yeah.
But do you have any stories from your cover band and bartending days that particularly stick out?
Just getting beer juice spilled over me every night because I would have to take out the trash, and the places where I worked, it was all bottles.
Yeah.
So they're just like these half-empty bottles of beer that are just tossed in black garbage bags, and you have to go out into the alley and toss these huge, heavy bags into a dumpster that inevitably is like overfilled and hasn't been picked up when it's supposed to be picked up. And I got a bunch of disgusting trash juice spilled over me many a time.
Yeah.
That's not a great story.
It's a visceral story.
Yeah. I remember that kind of stuff.
I know that's the reason I sort of wince. I very much know that smell and that feeling. There was a venue in Starkville, Mississippi that I don't think they ever took their trash out. Well, they took it into the alley and then but it was right conveniently located to the backstage door. So
I dealt with a lot of drunk people.
Yeah,
it's not my favorite type of employment.
No, but it's got to be somewhat motivational to want to get the heck out of it, though.
Yeah. I like playing music. I mean, talking about like playing cover bands or whatever, that was more fun than working at a bar.
Yeah.
It is working at a bar, but in a different capacity.
The other side of the beer juice.
Yeah, I think I had a strong desire to play my own original music though, and I just felt it was like the stage that hopefully I would get out of. But I still do play cover gigs every once in a while.
Yeah,
I think it's nice to study other people's material.
Yeah,
as a songwriter. So it's
to that end. So this new record, obviously, there's retro, but which retro? There's all different kinds of sounds that I hear in it, and personal standout track for me is Some Misty Morning with Aaron Ray.
Yeah, that's my favorite track too. So
it's gorgeous.
You're a man of taste.
Yeah, well, taste recognizes taste. It's very nice. But with that one, I hear, and this has been said already, Lee Hazelwood comparisons, but also I hear Richard and Linda Thompson.
I was going for like a Fairport Convention-y kind of vibe. It'd be like a folk rock kind of thing. I was trying to combine like the Byrds with that or something. Because there's this other song that I kind of modeled after this David Crosby song called Draft Morning from the Notorious Byrd Brothers album, 1966, maybe 67. I forget.
I can't fact check you right
but
now.
It's got this cool bass groove, which I use that as a reference during the recording. But yeah, I was going for this kind of like, English folk kind of melody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love Richard Thompson and Linda Thompson. I'm good friends with Teddy Thompson.
Are you now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's amazing.
He is amazing. Well, I think you nailed it on the head on that one. One that you played for us today, Where Will I Go? You said this captures kind of the whole theme of this new record, Golden State. I also think it captures something coming out of lockdown in this search for meaning that a lot of people have had. Has that been reflected back to you at all, or have you thought of it in that way?
Yeah, it has. I don't think I really recognized that myself. I think unconsciously that's what I was writing about, but I don't think I necessarily made those connections until other people told me that was what they heard. And it definitely comes out of that time and that uncertainty.
Yeah, did you write it during that time?
Yes, I wrote pretty much, other than a few older songs, I wrote all the songs in 2021.
Yeah. So yeah, still, well, Nashville, half lockdown, half
Yeah,
not, and then
yeah.
back again. Well, I want to go back to the title track, to Golden State, song that really, loved that when it came out, and you've said also that's a metaphor, and you can really hear that, in what you're reaching for. Can you expound on that just a little bit?
Well, I think we're all trying to become better people, become more in touch with our emotions and how we, navigate the world and our relationships with other people. And I've certainly had a challenging time with that, as I'm sure lots of other people have. And that song is just about my own, journey.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone ever reaches some sort of like perfect state or anything, but so it's just a constant struggle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that song, I had that melody for a long time, and it came together when after I talked to Shooter for the first time and knew that I was going to make a record in California, and I wanted a song that would kind of encapsulate that without being a song about California per se, because I thought that would be kind of cheesy, or whatever, like, oh, so we're in California. I don't know, but I wanted to. On this record, I really wanted to write these songs that didn't sound like they were necessarily about California, more that they were just sort of set there and sonically imbued with that kind of vibe. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, and you play with some Nashville folks on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Saw Nick Bockrath today, and obviously Shooter Jennings producing. Over that 10 years, and Aaron Ray, as we mentioned earlier, that you've been here. Do you feel a part of a Nashville music community, or
definitely
communities, plural maybe?
Definitely. I mean, if there's any musical community that I'm a part of, it's the Nashville one. And I don't think I would have been able to do that if I had stayed in the Bay Area. I think maybe if I'd moved to LA, I would have found like another group of people or whatever, but probably not like this. It's pretty magical, the group of friends I have here, and I think that's like what Nashville really has going for it,
Yeah, I agree. Well, Logan Ledger, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thank you,
today.
Jason.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.